So let's move on to the treble clef now. This is the treble clef, like I said before. The treble clef is the symbol that shows the pitch of musical notes for higher pitched instruments or voices, like the violin, flute, and soprano voice. It looks like a stylized G with a loop at the top, and it circles around the second line of the G, which is the G line on the staff. And the pitches are the ones that we are going to learn in this lesson. This is a crucial symbol as well as okay. So this is G, as I said before. Here in the keyboard, this is G. So after G is, like I said before, in the musical alphabet, after G would be A. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it goes around. Then before G is before G is F, then before F is E, then D, C, this is middle C actually, this is B, this is A, this is G again in another octave, this is A. So you might have seen something like ledger lines and line notes and space notes. I'll explain that now. Ledger lines, line notes and space notes are the ones that you might know from the lessons before. Line notes are obviously the notes written on the lines from the spaces and lines lesson, from the stave lesson. But the space notes are the space notes written on the inside the spaces, right? So the ones that are not in a line or a space would be a ledger line. So what is a ledger line actually? Ledger line would be, now if you write some notes, you will need more and more ways to write more notes when you go higher and below the staff, right? So I have written more and more lines. Can you see? Here and here. More and more lines to represent more notes. Those are ledger lines because we cannot just write all the notes from the 5 lines. We need more lines sometimes. So those lines are ledger lines. And ledger lines are mostly sometimes not singable or playable by the instrument that we are writing for music for. Or for example, if we are going to write music for the soprano singers, these low notes might not be able to hit the low notes because they are soprano singers, something like that. So it's not just limited to higher pitched instruments and voices, so it has a wide range. the treble clef. So you can transpose it as well. I'll get to it in another lesson. Then learning how to read and interpret treble clef is often the first steps in music education, actually. And this is the first ever question in every exam, I think, in LCM, Trinity College London, ABRSM, in grade 1, 2, 3, even the grades before 1. Okay, so let's find some ways to remember the line notes and space notes separately. Now if we take the line notes separately, we would be having these lines only. Okay, these are the lines only. So this would be E, G, B, D, F. We can remember it like this. This is just a stanza created by the teachers. You don't have to remember it this way. You can create another stanza if you want. But this is the way some people remember it. It's every good boy deserves phantom. For the treble clef line notes, then space notes is face. FACE. Then middle C is below the staff for the treble clef. Then ledger lines are like this. By the way, this is not a ledger line. This F is not a ledger line. From G onwards is the ledger lines, starting from here. Okay. So you need to know these things and you have to remember these things as well. Before going to the next lesson, please try to remember these things and study. Thank you.